tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield on first down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And it's complete, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 55.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 10-yard line.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Check 3.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Bears nothing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Hey, Dobbins, the ball.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Austin. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Chicago.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Tackle made at the 30.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky flushed out right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Cohen, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Toss play, Cohen, right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake. Mayfield lets it go for Nelson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Austin. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. 39 yards there, a big one. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
He's brought down at
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
7.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First down, Mayfield. Caught by Nelson left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go!
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Cohen. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And Daniels has it, left side. That catch good for only a couple.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
58, come on. 58, come on. It's a party now. It's a party now. And 58 is a mic.
Mayfield. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
The 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's caught right side by Daniels. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the Bears first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down. It's Cohen. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Number 20.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cohen. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out. Check 3. One work.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Alert! Shit!
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. On the screen, this is Coleman. Coleman, the first down. Bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Watch the run, watch the run. 58, come on.
Mayfield now from the 50. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Coleman has it here right side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
31.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw, letting one go deep for Roberts. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
58, come on. You.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability. and a sack resulted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now it's Trubisky. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Bears.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
To number 80.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the Bears' first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Cohen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Lets it go for Nelson. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
22.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he completes it to Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go again with Muhammad. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 3rd down, Muhammad, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Here's Ty Long now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.